So, how do you make a game like Rogue Garden 2 in Roblox Studio? And this time, let's add an admin abuse panel, like admin abuse system, to our game. You can also find my Rogue Garden 2 like premium framework, as well as a lot of other useful systems in the description. So now let's switch right to Roblox Studio. So we're inside our Roblox Studio experience now. So let's add a new HUD button to open the admin panel first, by adding a screen GUI like this to start a GUI, and you can also set screen insets to none to remove this standard margin. And now we can add a text button or image button like this. If you like, you can switch to a relative size like this and then position it to your liking. So let's say I like this here. Or I can set the background color to black if I like, make it slightly transparent. Set the text color to white, call it admin for instance. Maybe you want to make it bold too and slightly bigger. And now inside a local script, inside starter character scripts, which are being executed every time the character spawns. And then inside here, we can access it like this, while making sure it has the exact name like this, like it does in here, and then set up an admins list. You can also put this into a module script, and in case we're dealing with an admin, set the admin button to be visible, and make sure visible is set to false by default, like so. Let's give this a try. There you go. And obviously players can still hack this, so this is why we will have to add an additional like admin list to a server script in a minute. But again, you can also go with a module script. For now, let's add a simple admin panel by adding another screen GUI, calling it admin panel. I also want to disable screen insets here, create a new frame and set its position and size to this, for example. A rare occurrence nowadays, but I think I also want to add UI corners this time around and give it a similar style. If you like, you can also add a scrolling frame to this, in case you plan to have an entire list of commands, like we did with the shop in our Grow Garden 1 series, which I will be linking at the top right for you. So in my case I added a couple of text edits now, to kill a player whose name we put in here, or set their balance below here. I gave them these names, and those are kill buttons, text buttons again, not all of them being lethal. If you've been following this series, you can also, for instance, since we're saving a plan time, you can also, insta-grow your player's plans, like by setting the plan time to 0, for instance, so you kind of simulate like as if they have been planted on January 1st, 1990 or whatever it was, like the way this is handled, this tick or os.time, those functions. But for now, let's set this to disabled, and now we can access the admin panel the way we did before. Make sure to use player GUI here, as starter GUI is just, where all the UI is essentially copy-pasted from at the start. And then we can connect to the admin button's activate event, which would work on both PC and mobile, in order to flip the enabled state, so to speak. So if it's true, we set it to false and vice versa. Let's give this a test. Perfect. So now we only need to get access to those and connect their functionality. So in my case, I want to add a new remote event here, so we can ask the server to perform our command, which again will require additional security checks, and then we can get access to it by accessing replicated storage and then the respective remote event, as well as all of those UI elements down here. And whenever activating the kill or balance button, you can also go with set health or whatever here. Since we're using one command for all of them, we want to transmit the type of event, as well as the required info, like the kill box text, like which player to affect, for the balance the player name and the value. And now on the server side of things, we can add a new server, like a new script if you like, to server script service, get access to the same command, create this admin list, and connect to the event. So each time a client service fires it, we can perform an action, like run this function. The player will be transmitted automatically since it is client to server, and then it's the same argument or parameters we had in here. And this one is important. If the triggering player isn't an admin, we want to cancel right away, and otherwise we branch depending on the command they chose. So let's have a look first what this looks like now. Alright, another premiere on this channel. So this is what happens if the hierarchy or the name doesn't align, like it doesn't match. Like in this case, the kill button, this one here, should be a child of the frame. I think in here I called it admin frame, and same here. So what else have we got? Right, this one should be called balance button in my case. There you go. Perfect. Triggered from the server, as you can tell. And I will also be putting this entire Roblox file into the description for you for download. and we managed to pass this security check. So now we can essentially apply whatever we intend the command to do. So for instance, in this case, since we only transmit the player's name in position 3, so in this case 2, we access the object with the same name in the workspace, like up here, get access to its character, then to its humanoid and set itself to 0. And when it comes to the balance, the way we set this up earlier in the series was by adding this integer value directly to this abstract player object. So let's have a look. Maybe set balance first. Alright, maybe you should enter a name. There you go. Obviously this also means a great idea would be to perhaps set notifications to the respective player, which I also have a modular system for. Or you could also add a small text line at the bottom in order to display like simple error messages or success or anything like this. For now let's give this a try as well. Alright, it's already the character, so we only need this here. Awesome. You know, I was never that happy to see myself killed, I guess, in a video game. Yeah, and this is how you can add an admin abuse system to your Grow Garden 2 or whatever type of game in Roblox Studio. You know, I also plan to have a look at how we can achieve a similar thing but using those chat commands, which people might prefer when it comes to like more complex commands. But for now, feel free to let me know if you need help with any of this, and see you soon.